the first ever Do Try Not to Die outdoor podcast recorded in the great outdoors. Tom and Jack reflect on successful fire starting, on building a shelter, and there are 6 sets of eyes in the darkness.
Hello and welcome to the outdoor episode of Do Try Not to Die.
I hope the sound quality is alright, but we are genuinely in a forest. We've just put more wood on the fire. It is, I would say, it has gone past dusk.
It's pretty dark.
Twilight.
Indeed.
Is that what this is?
Twilight, indeed. It's the
like,
Twilight Zone.
Not like the film.
No.
I've never seen the film, but I can only imagine that I wouldn't be as safe if this was the film. Because isn't there vampires and stuff?
Edward or Jacob.
I don't know who you're talking about.
There's 2 teams in Twilight. Then half the people go for Edward, half the people go for Jacob. Just on the name, who would you pick?
Jacob.
Nice. Good shout. Let's just okay. So if you're quiet, you can hear the fire.
If you can't hear the fire, or if we can't hear the fire when we listen to this back, we'll add one in.
You might also hear some owls. It's pretty cool.
There are genuinely owls.
It's quite scary. A bit spooky.
It is. Occasionally the odd motorbike in the distance. It's very picturesque.
So, I guess, actually, as we're talking about all this, we should tell people what we've done and where we are. What have we done, Tom? And where are we?
We're in a forest, which is about 45 minutes from Birmingham, and we're bushcrafting.
We are
bushcrafting.
Crafting the bush.
Yes. So the exciting news, so we've mentioned the fire already. I would like this to be one of the first times that we declare this fire that we're sat by now was lit using birch bark and a fire steel.
Come on!
And we did it. And
we did it.
Probably within half an hour, I'd say. We had one fail. We had one light and then fail. And then we had a second light and then nearly fail. And then Jack went off to get something. I don't even remember what you went to get from the car.
What did I go get? Oh, plasters. I was tearing my hands apart trying to light the fire.
And while he was gone, there was a glowing ember. And I blew on it and put a bit of birch bark on it. And suddenly there was fire.
You are a legend.
Now we have a fire.
Yes, man. And we've had it all day. It's we started it pretty early.
We started about 2, I think.
Yeah. But we were so ecstatic that we got it working. It kind of, when it lit, it took us a bit by surprise. We weren't really expecting it to work.
It's good. And we put up our shelter. We sat underneath the tarpaulin. Jack's tarpaulin is next to it. And we've both got hammocks strung up with sleeping bags ready to go.
I think it's going to be either an extremely comfortable night or an extremely uncomfortable night.
Well, yeah, isn't that what?
Well, you could have a medium.
Okay. I think it's going to be in the middle somewhere.
We do. We've slept in hammocks before when we did the bushcraft
I sleep quite well in hammocks.
Yeah. I think I ended up getting a bit of a crick neck because it was slightly, it's bowed. Yeah. But it's good fun. And we've just had the most exciting day.
It's been really good. So we've put up the things. What else have we put up? We've put up a I can't think what you call it.
Thermal
wall opposite the fire, so the heat bounces back. It's not a particularly efficient thermal wall, but it is a thermal wall, and it does seem to be working.
That actually presented us with quite a few issues. Just getting the stakes in the ground and then making it sturdy enough to hold everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you can't picture any of this, go to YouTube, watch. We've got a load of videos out there. And you can watch this one and you can see exactly where we are and what we've done.
Yeah, there'll be a video. I can't think what else. It feels like we've done a lot more than that. We've carried a lot of wood.
So much wood.
We've split a lot of wood. We've got enough wood, I think, probably for the night now. We're going to build an upside-down fire.
Upside-down fire?
And try that.
Yeah. There were 2 places, really, that we could have gone. And one place was right next to all the wood that we could get, but not very picturesque and just a bit of a rubbish dump, really.
Had we been in a survival situation, I think I'd have pitched down there.
Oh, indeed, yes.
But here it is better.
Here it is much better. So we've had to carry all the wood. The other problem we've had is all the rope. We bought a 100-metre paracord thing, and we've just used half of it already, haven't we?
I would say we'd used probably 70 to 80 metres easily.
Yeah, so much.
I don't know quite how.
I think we're just not very efficient.
Well, I think it's no. I don't think there's much waste,
No.
but a lot of stuff strung up everywhere.
We've got big tarpaulins, haven't we?
We have, and the trees are really spaced out, so therefore it's quite hard to. You've got to stretch cords from tree to tree, and they're quite long distances. But it's good.
Yeah. You're right. If we suddenly stop talking, by the way, it's because we've got smoke in our eyes. There is a lot of smoke coming from this fire.
Yeah.
You can't see it because this is audio, but we're just crying profusely, and lots of sniffing may happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I had a cold before I came, and now I'm in the cold next to a fire, and it's not helped.
I've just realised we haven't eaten pudding yet.
We haven't eaten pudding. Dinner. We've had good food today. We cheated for lunch with sandwiches, but then this evening we've cooked. I say cooked. We've.
Well, let's do lunch first, because then we can be on a rise.
We had sandwiches for lunch.
No. I mean, like. Oh, sorry. I said, yeah. Continue. So we had like first dinner.
Oh, do you mean first dinner?
First dinner.
First dinner. First dinner we had. I would deign to try and call them hot dogs. What they were was severely singed pork sausages.
Yeah.
With some bread. We neither had sauce nor butter, so it was very dry.
It was just crunchy, dry, and kind of tasted a bit like sausage.
And charcoal. I've never eaten charcoal, but I'm pretty sure I have now.
I made the comment that I reckon I know very much what it would be like if I licked one of the logs in the fire.
I think that would be.
But we then had second dinner.
Second dinner was incredible.
Oh my goodness. What did we have for second dinner?
I think I whimpered with joy. We had. Well, we thought.
Imagine like a 5-year-old getting really happy about his dinner and just like banging on the table. That's pretty much what he was doing.
Well, it's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was steak.
Steak.
Steaky
McSteakston.
And I don't know what else to say. It was glorious. It wasn't singed at all. It was cooked just nicely. We had boiled new potatoes with it, which were boiled on the fire. We've just had a second round of those because they were so good.
Yeah.
And salad. And there was no real sauce, but it didn't really need it because the steak was so juicy.
And it was peppered.
It was peppered steak, yeah. And the spice heat helped counteract the cold, which is
of course
weird.
We went and foraged for all the spices and we killed a cow.
All of it is completely 100% found in this forest.
Legit, completely legit.
If by forest you mean
Co-op.
the metropolitan area of Birmingham and the co-ops that lie within. Other supermarkets are available. I don't want to be I don't want to endorse.
Good.
This has been really good.
So we would really like. We feel like we've done okay. I honestly thought we might possibly not get a fire going. So even that we've done that is good. But as we've now done okay at this, I reckon we could love some challenges from you guys, some extra stuff. So when we come next time, some things to do, some things to build, or some things to take with us.
I'm just really The challenge for this time was just to get the kit, check it worked.
Tell you one thing I've realised.
Yeah.
The saws are painful.
Yeah, my hand hurts.
My hand really hurts because it's. If you check out the kit video, you see these folding saws that we have, and they're very good because you can fit them in your bag and they're small, but you've got to hold them with one hand, and it's got to be quite a tight grip, and you just get a really bad hand cramp.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's all worked pretty well. I was wondering if we should do some in the field. What would you do ifs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's. I've got none.
I've thought of one.
Okay.
I don't know how good it will be, but it's going to be relevant, okay? Because this could happen.
I hope you're hearing. I don't know, the pheasant noises in the background. By the way.
Is that pheasants?
I think so. I think they make that kind of noise.
I think that's a dog.
Might be a dog. It's one or the other.
Or a wolf. There used to be wolves in the UK, but I think we got rid of them all.
Personally.
Me and Tom got rid of them all.
We took them out.
Okay, so you're asleep. You set a fire going the night before. You're happy. You're hoping it's going to burn throughout the night. But then you realise halfway through the night your tarpaulin is melting, and it's just slowly taking the whole tarpaulin with it. What do you do?
Fire.
Yeah.
Probably kick the fire slightly further away from the tarpaulin.
Yeah.
In a panic.
In a panic, yeah. Pour some water on. You wouldn't want to pour some. You don't want the fire to go out.
No. I want to move it slightly so that it's not.
Yeah. What do you do about your tarpaulin? You now haven't got a tarpaulin anymore.
The whole thing's melted.
Yeah. What do you do as a makeshift?
Guess you have to use branches.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you'd use in the forest. In our current situation, I'd go and knock on someone's door just round the corner, but
Don't say that. We're miles into the deep forest.
if that is a dog, that clearly disproves.
It's a wolf, I told you.
I see no wolves.
I think it's quite far away. If I see some red eyes now, I'm going to freak out.
There's eyes, look. Genuinely.
Ah! Yeah, what's that?
Ladies and gentlemen,
We can see something.
you're genuinely, like, I've just shone my torch into the distance, and in the forest in the distance there were some eyes.
That's really scary. Whoa! Did you see that? What is that?
I'm pretty sure it must be a deer. There's loads of them!
There's loads of them.
Right, guys, like, honestly, there's 4 or 5 of these sets of eyes.
Where is it?
They're too big to be... That's genuinely terrifying.
It's really scary. Have we locked all the gates?
I'm genuinely... I don't know who locked the gates. But
It's got to be deer, because their heads are moving around so much. Either that or it's other people with torches.
It's not torches, it's eyes. It's eyes. I can't believe you're listening to this right now. And yeah, they're moving too fast. They're too tall up. Tall up, high up. It must be deer.
It's got to be.
He said they were deer, so...
Can we catch one? You know, my ultimate aim was to catch a deer, tame it, and ride it like a horse.
Yeah.
My noble steed. I'm just going to sort the fire out. If you had a deer as a pet, what would you call it?
Oh, look, they're moving. Sorry, I know this isn't terrifically brilliant audio, but like...
It's quite amazing.
Look at them! They're so scary!
Their eyes aren't red, they're blue.
They're white. They're kind of white, blue. I mean, they're looking straight at us because they can hear my voice, our voice,
And see the torch.
and yeah, they're probably trying to work out what the bright light is. I kind of want to go over and see if I can see what they are.
If you die,
Jack's just gonna do audio while I go and have a peek.
he's actually going to go. Okay. Shall we do a commentary on this? Actually, let's just take it with us, and we can both go. See, this is the benefit of the dictaphone. We can just walk. Oh, sugar, look. If we die, it is actually deer.
Is it?
Yeah, I can see their bodies. Should we go to the fence? Yeah. I really wish you could see it. In fact, I don't think you'd be able to see it with a GoPro. I think we might be scaring them off. But... Oh no, they're still there. That's definitely deer. Yeah, look, deer. Look at that.
That's so cool. I mean, utterly psycho, but cool.
That is... I'm not quite feel safe about sleeping now. They're like a rabbit in headlights.
They're like dinosaurs.
That's quite
They
a good description,
They
actually.
move a little bit because they're like formed in the woods.
There's so many of them. How many? There's probably about 6 or 7.
I would say it's a little family of 6 or 7. Yeah.
Should we see if we can get closer?
I don't want to get too close and disturb them. Either they'll run away or come for us. I'm pretty sure they'd run away.
Their eyes are amazing. It's a really bluey whitey. Bluey whitey? There's probably a colour for that.
If they suddenly turned red now, I would run.
Oh, I would run so fast. The same thought would go through my mind. I don't have to run fast. Just faster than Tom.
I expect you. We'd end up just fighting on the floor.
Yeah.
They'd get us.
Whilst we get mauled by deer. What noises do deers make? Oh.
They're moving away, I think.
Wow. That was pretty cool. There's his bum.
Yeah, they're moving away. They've decided to give us a wide berth, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
All they're certain.
Be
This
scared.
is the point in Jurassic Park where we realise there's 4 more next to us, and one of us has to say, "Clever girl," and then we're dead. But I don't think that's going to happen with deer.
You never know. They might have produced some genetically advanced deer.
I mean, I cannot believe
Oh, that was a tree.
it's a tree. I mean, I cannot believe that we were just talking and I shone my torch because I was looking for the dog. And there was 6 deer eyes looking at me. I mean, that was...
I thought you were joking.
Let's move back to the...
Yeah, I'm getting cold.
I'm getting told too.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
That was incredible.
That was really cool.
I hope this comes out okay as an audio, because that's far better than anything we've recorded in our houses.
That's the highlight right there.
Oh, back to the fire.
I think I need to go see a man about a dog.
I'll hold the fort.
Okay. Does anyone else know what the phrase "I need to see a man about a dog" means, by the way? Because I didn't.
My family uses it as... I'm going to the right, ladies and gentlemen, it's just you guys and me by the fire. Jack's gone to see a man about a dog. Means he's gone to urinate. That was genuinely the most incredible and most amazing treat. Now Jack's taken the torch, it's a little bit creepy to sit around the fire knowing that there's a whole load of deer out there. But deer are harmless, aren't they? Wish I had some good gossip to tell you. Jack's ripped his trousers already. Probably should be saying that. Seems to have worn out his crotchal region of his trousers quite quickly today. Don't know what that's about. He announced it quite loudly, and then he's been sitting close to the fire with his legs apart to try and keep warm. It's a little bit creepy. Trying to think if there's any other news. He's coming back now. If I hear any...
shine like the deer.
My eyes don't shine like the deer.
No.
I told the ladies and gentlemen about your crotch.
Oh, lovely. What about the rippage?
About the rippage.
Yeah. You're lucky you can't see it.
I was going to see if I could share some other anecdotes or stories about things you've done that are stupid, but you've been pretty normal today.
That's okay. I was just thinking.
Yeah.
The biggest news that happened to us in the last couple of days, in terms of comments we've had on the website.
Heath Dawson.
Heath frickin' Dawson.
Heath frickin' Dawson.
So, what's the story behind that?
So Heath is the guy who did bushcraft with us last summer. There's actually a video on YouTube we might be able to tag. And he's a really nice guy, really sound. He does an awful lot about bushcraft and the outdoors. And I had to email him about a group thing we were hoping to do with him in the summer. And I told him about our blog, and he's got in touch.
Yeah.
In fact, he has set us
He set us a challenge.
somewhat of a challenge, or he's told us about a challenge that we could do. And that is to survive in the outdoors. And I can't remember the exact list off the top of my head.
It was 4 days
Is it 4 days? Oh, I didn't read that.
with nothing but a woolen blanket, some char cloth, and a fire steel.
There was a bit more than that.
Was
but
there a bit
not
more than that?
Not much.
Not much more.
Not much. There was a cup and stuff like that, I think.
Maybe it was a cup. Yeah,
Metal cup.
that's pretty hardcore. I'm not sure we're quite there yet.
I think we're definitely... Considering I could barely carry my bag over here, it was so full of stuff.
Oh man.
I think maybe we're not there yet.
We had the. This is the thing. Is in the first couple of episodes of the podcast and stuff, we talk about we want to get to the stage where we could just take a knife and a saw and that'd be it.
We're so far from that.
So far, we both had like 2 bags of stuff. It's mostly clothes.
I haven't got that many clothes, to be fair.
No, I've got a lot of clothes. Because it's just so cold in the UK at this time of year.
It's not that, guys. If you're listening from outside the UK and you live somewhere,
Yeah.
like, it's not that
If
cold.
you live in Canada
this is
or
probably, I don't know, I
Siberia.
haven't got a thermometer, but it's probably 3 or 4 degrees, which I'm assuming for quite, if you're North America, Canada, is probably a doddle, to
Well,
be
the
honest.
thing is, if you live in Canada, North America, you don't stay outside for a prolonged period of time. Whereas because it's okay cold here, we
They
stay
go out
outside.
and they do like it they go out with snowshoes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I've been watching like videos and stuff of bushcraft people in Canada.
Have you seen the video of the Russian guy ice skating? Who just ice skates around in his boxers, just drinking vodka.
I've been watching bushcraft videos.
I
I don't know what you've been
I have
watching.
not.
Men.
I got to the dark side of YouTube. You know when
I don't know what to say.
when you're watching a video and then there's a suggested one, so you click on that, and then there's another suggested one, so you click on that. You just go to the weird ones in the end. Some fat guy dancing to Beyonce in a leotard.
I stopped quite long before that. Note on Deer Watch, no deers.
No deer. Oh dear. What do you call a deer with no eyes?
I know I've heard this and it's awful, but I can't think what it is.
So no idea. No idea. I no idea.
Genuinely awful.
What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs?
I don't know.
Still no idea.
That's...
There was a smile there.
There was a smile. I hope this doesn't make the podcast.
Probably
Because this is campfire banter at its worst.
Yeah. I tell you what, it might be time for
Pudding.
pudding, indeed.
We're going to pause the recording there, and we'll be back shortly after pudding. It's not torches, it's eyes. It's eyes. That's genuinely terrifying.
It's really good. George of the jungle. So this will date this podcast a bit, but recently Bear
George
Grylls...
of the Jungle came
George of the Jungle came on TV. I actually watched George of the Jungle recently. It's pretty good. Have you seen it?
No, I was singing the theme music without having ever seen it.
It's quite famous, I'm sure. But they, did you know they made a second one?
Where they're in a city.
No, I don't. No. Maybe.
I thought he was in the city in the
It
second
might have
one.
been.
He had to deal with the city.
No, that's in the first one.
No, but more.
Is it more? Because
I think I might be wrong there.
I watched about 10 minutes of it because then I quickly realised they'd cast two people that looked like the original actors,
but
but just weren't.
disappointing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Could have sold the fire.
Good shout. But yes, so this might date the podcast a bit, but Bear Grylls' Mission Survive has been on, and we very much enjoyed the island.
Very much.
Tom's just got smoke in his
I
eyes.
can't see.
But we're frustrated in their ineptness. Have since come to realise how difficult some of it actually is. How are you feeling about their achievements in Mission Survive so far?
I'm left in a quandary because there was a new episode of Mission Survive last night that Jack has not seen.
Let's just go for it. You can tell me about it.
Really?
Yeah, because this way the audience gets to learn and I get to learn. If you haven't watched Bears,
Okay.
if you haven't watched any of it,
Yeah.
watch it before listening to this podcast.
Yeah, this is about to be a massive spoiler.
And
so
then listen to this podcast.
so
Don't
turn
forget
this
that.
off now if you're going to watch it, because the episode, last week's episode, I'm going to try and do this without giving spoilers away. Last week's episode.
No, just do it. Just give it spoilers.
So last week's episode, the lady who was a little bit annoying went home.
Just
and
say it.
This week, some other people went home. So now you know where we're at.
All right.
If you haven't seen it, I'm going to tell you now.
Okay,
So,
fine.
last week, Jamelia
Oh, thank goodness.
went home. I'm sorry, Jamelia.
I mean, she seems nice.
Jamelia, you're never going to listen to this, but if you are listening to this, I'm really sorry. But, like,
We do like you. It's just
you're not, like, I normally really love your TV stuff, but
it didn't gel very well, did it?
no, you just needed to take a chill pill a little bit. Because they knew what they were doing a little bit more than you did.
I love it that we are assuming she's listening.
I'd love it if she was. I mean, she's not, but I'm just making sure, because I think she's pretty awesome, but
Yeah, she's
just
pretty cool.
she struggled. Anyway,
Yeah,
so this week,
I'm excited.
without her, the whole thing was they were a team,
Really?
which they hadn't been before. So
Amazing.
we need to save these for later.
Oh yeah, we do. I'll put them away.
Eating too many snaps. They gelled as a team, and they were really good. What did they have to do? So they had to cross a river
Didn't they do that in the last? Oh, not
with crocodiles in it.
Nice.
Um,
Island-esque. Because they had to
Yeah,
catch a
so it
crocodile.
started with Bear, who was just sat on a crocodile, and they had
He was
filtered
sat on a
out,
crocodile.
holding its face. And then
You're joking.
no, that's what happened. And then so he let that go, and it went zipping off in a dangerous fashion. And then they had to cross this fast-moving water bit, and they were faffing around for ages. So Bear had to tell them how to do it
Right.
because they were taking too long.
How were they doing it?
Basically, what they needed to do was just prop this branch across, hang on to it, and climb across.
Right.
And Tyndall suggested that at the start, and then they proceeded to faff for about 45 minutes before Bear went, flipping, just use the log.
Yeah.
And then the second bit, like one of them had to do, I can't remember what he called it, like a danger swim or a hero swim or something.
A hero swim.
Like
that sounds cool.
he had to swim. Someone had to swim across, and then like they could throw the rope and then swing the other people in. But someone had to do it without the rope. But that was fine. Tyndall went first again because he's a ledge. It's the upper body strength of an ogre.
A gorilla.
Where either of those, yeah. And then they must have done. I think maybe it was the day before that. Actually, they'd had to go down caving into a cave.
I saw that in the trailer.
And Bear had put a pig at the bottom.
A pig? Ah, is that what the...
A whole pig at the bottom.
Why? What, for them to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice one. It wasn't just there to scare them.
No. So, sorry, I'm eating. So, at the start of that, the error, they had to climb down, and Bear had told them to use the rope to climb down the first bit. And that actor chap, who is a bit leaderish, what's his
Lawrence.
name? Lawrence.
Yes.
Loza. Climbed down without the rope. He went in first, and he was a bit afraid of tight spaces, so he just went for it, and then realised he should have waited and used the rope and been a bit of a team person.
Yeah.
And got a bit told off.
Naughty.
So that was pretty much. I think I've summed up there probably most of what happened.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Who out of all the people, I haven't told you the detail of what happened and the characters and stuff. Who do you think, after the week before that you've seen, and after a little bit of detail there, went home? Spoilers: 2 people went home.
2 people went home.
2 people went home.
So I think.
So in it still is Tyndall, Tom, someone, the comedian.
The comedian guy. Yeah.
Rosenthal, because it's Jim Rosenthal's son. There is Vogue, someone who's the model.
Yeah.
Well, I think she's a TV presenter anyway. She's been pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
There is Dame Kelly Holmes.
Legend. I so want her to win.
And then there are the 2 foxes, Loz and I can't remember her name.
I reckon.
Yeah.
That Loz got pushed out by Bear, and then his cousin, who they have a bit of a weird relationship. I reckon she said, "If he goes, I go."
They were the 2 that went, but not because
not
of
for that reason.
Bear just told them they were both.
Really?
She was being. His whole theme for the week was, you need to be kind of cheerful in the face of adversity.
Right.
And she was a bit kind of glum and quiet.
She seemed to have a bit of friction with Bear, and I mean,
Yeah.
he's such a nice guy.
He said it, and they both looked pretty chuffed to be going home, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
He had trench foot as well.
He had trench foot.
Yeah.
He was falling apart because he went
Yes.
mad the week before.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's what happened.
Nice. I'm excited to.
They seem to be doing pretty good.
Thanks for that. Cool.
It's a good show, though.
We also watched Where Eagles Dare. Is that what it's called?
We did watch Where Eagles Dare, one of my favourite all-time films.
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood.
He doesn't speak much.
Other old-school English people. He doesn't need to speak much.
Clint Eastwood, if you don't know, is very famous for a lot of westerns.
If you don't know who Clint Eastwood is, then
Get out. Stop
I don't know
listening.
what to say. And don't stop listening, because
No, I don't want them listening.
there's probably only 3 listeners. But probably we've lost at least one of them.
Yeah. Look, if you've ever seen Back to the Future and you see the scene where Marty ties a, the door to an
This does
oven.
not help as a reference to work out who Clint
I reckon
Eastwood
more
is.
people will have seen Back to the Future than a Clint Eastwood film.
Yeah, but it doesn't help them identify Clint Eastwood.
Well, I'm just saying how famous he is. So there's the bit where he ties the oven door to his chest so that when he gets shot, he doesn't die. That is something that Clint Eastwood did in a film. Is it The Good, the Bad and the Ugly?
Probably.
Probably. That's... Woo! Bow, bow, bow.
It is that.
Woo woo! Bow. Anyway, moving on.
I fear we may have.
Where Eagles Tread. No.
Where Eagles Tread.
What is it called?
Dare.
Where Eagles Dare.
Amazing film.
What it's about.
What did you think?
I really liked it. It was old. I
It was old school.
It usually takes me a while to get into old films. But that was really good. It was kind of like James Bond / Mission Impossible set at war.
Yeah, but there's a whole group of them.
Yeah. Because the start could have been James Bond, a load of people jumping out of a plane and landing in some Arctic tundra somewhere.
If you haven't seen it, watch it.
It's really good, actually.
It's, yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It's got kind of old school awesomeness.
My friend made a realisation the other day that there is no film that's bad that has Nazis in it. If you put Nazis into a film, it makes it good. It's not... Think of a film that's bad that has Nazis in it.
I'm trying.
It doesn't have to have Nazis in to be good, but if they're in there, it's usually a good film.
Leave that with me.
Okay, what will do?
Can't believe that's
if you're
true.
a Nazi and have been affected by this message, write to us at Do Try Not to Be a Nazi.
Don't write to us.
Don't write to us.
Again, hand yourself in. We've said this before.
Public service!
It's not good what you're doing. Anyway.
So the fire is still going. We have eaten all the meat. Are we going to try snaring whilst we're here?
Not this weekend, I don't
No.
think.
What are we going to do tomorrow? So we're going to build the upside down fire tonight.
Yeah.
Sleep, hopefully.
I hope so.
What have we got left to do tomorrow?
I'd be happy just to cook breakfast and to potter around a bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to kind of overdo it, I kind of want to get used to it.
That's good. Yeah, just get used to...
Work out the kind of pros and the cons of what we've got and kit. And
It's pretty cool. We had once we finished building the wall and shoring up the fire. Shoring up the fire took ages. From lighting it to actually getting it to look after itself. Took a good hour.
a long time.
But after we did all that, we sort of had a lie down in the hammocks. And it was quite nice just to sit in silence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You read a book
I didn't read a book.
and a bit of a nap. So, thank you very much for joining us on our adventure out here. We've enjoyed having you, and we saw some frickin' deer.
I can't believe. I mean, hopefully you got to experience that with us.
And I can't tell you also how ecstatic both of us are that we got to light a fire and it's still going. That's made my weekend. It doesn't matter if we didn't do anything else.
It does, because we'd have frozen to death on the floor.
It's true. Alright, thank you very much for listening, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye!